Good morning, Knicks fans. It's your boy. And you are now tuned into another episode of OU and Knicks podcast. Well, folks, last night we seen a good game. We saw the Knicks dominate. We saw them versus a team who they made look like a high school team. Yes, the Knicks are an awesome team. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you guys today about. Now, as everybody knows that the trade deadline is coming up, it will be tomorrow. And I just want to take a little time out to go over a little bit of the rumors that's been going on regarding the Knicks. And one of the rumors that I definitely want to touch on is the Evan Fournier rumor. And I'm going to tell you why this may happen, guys. Now, last night, if you guys pay any attention to basketball and you guys are looking at, what's going on, you would have ran across a video last night that's stating about Aaron Gordon calling out the Orlando Magic. And I can't quote it verbatim, but I can let you know this. That guy was unhappy. He went out of his way to tell the reporter who asked him why he demanded a trade, and he didn't hide it. He told them the truth. Hey, I want to trade because I feel like this organization is going in a different direction than what I want to be going in right now. I feel like I've talked to management plenty of times and nothing has been done. And remind you, this is not verbatim, but this is basically in the realm of the things that Aaron Gordon said last night during his press interview, his post-game interview, excuse me. But there's also one thing that I want to touch on with this whole debacle with Aaron Gordon and the Orlando Magic. And it was exactly one thing that he said that I feel like everybody should have been able to pay attention to. He said, "I am not the only one who feels this way." Now, lately we've been getting reports about the Knicks inquiring about Evan Fournier. Not about Aaron Gordon, but Evan Fournier. Do you guys think, and this is to all my subscribers, and hold on, 1 second here. 1 second. If you are new to this channel, make sure that you like and subscribe. And that's only if you appreciate the work. Even if you don't like the channel, give it a thumbs down. Hey, I don't care. All publicity is good publicity. And I appreciate it all. But what I wanted to get to you guys is, when Aaron Gordon said that he was not the only player that was on the Orlando Magic that was feeling this way, it got me to wonder, is it possible that the Knicks and that the Orlando Magic maybe can get a deal done for Evan Fournier and Aaron Gordon? Now, I know what some of you might be saying, like, hey, why would the Knicks want both of those guys when they're not even doing good over there? You got to understand what we have on our team today. We have Julius Randle. We have RJ Barrett. We have Mitchell Robinson. We have Emmanuel Quickly. So to cancel out the Vukovic, we got Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson showed out 16 and 11 last night. He put on a show. He let us know that he was back and that he was the defensive juggernaut that we always known him to be. So I doubt if any trade will be done with Vukovic for Mitchell Robinson or Nerlens Noel, because both of these guys are showing out, and I doubt that Leon Rose wants to ruin that chemistry that these guys have with our team. So the only likely scenario that can happen is a move from, like, let's say Kevin Knox, Reggie Bullock, Austin Rivers, who's we've already known was on the trading block right now currently with the Knicks. Let me think who else. Kevin Knox, Frank Ntilikina, Reggie Bullock, Austin Rivers. I believe those 4 guys right now, and it may possibly be wrong with the Reggie Bullock because of how he's been showing out, but I believe those 4 guys right there are on a trading block. Iggy and Harper, they two-way players, so I'm pretty sure that the Knicks pretty much want to keep them, going between the G League, even though it's over right now, but going between the G League and, playing for the actual team, because Harper is a shooter, he's a scorer, and Iggy is a strong dude who can pass the ball. People don't really know that about Iggy Bazingas, but he is a good floor facilitator. But what I really want to talk to you guys about is, and I want you guys to let me know, all of my guys who follow me, whether you follow me up here on YouTube, whether you follow me on Twitter, I want your input. What do you think? Do you think that the Knicks should trade for Evan Fournier and Aaron Gordon? Because let me give you my thoughts about it. I believe if the Knicks were to trade for these guys, that the Knicks will be a juggernaut coming into the playoffs. Because these 2 guys are for sure, they're going to go out and get you some buckets. Couple that with RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and Emmanuel Quickley, and Alex Burke, then you have a juggernaut squad on your hands. So that's one of the trades that I was wondering about with you guys. What do you guys think? Do you think the Knicks should make that trade for Aaron Gordon and Evan Fournier before the trade deadline is up? Another rumor that's been circling around the New York Knicks right now is Norman Powell, who plays for the Toronto Raptors. Now, I'm not really up on these guys like most other Knicks fans are. I do believe that Powell is a good player. I believe that he is kind of a liability on the defensive end, because if you notice that usually he's in the starting lineup for the Toronto Raptors when Kyle Lowry is out there and Fred VanVleet is out there. So most of the time he's playing a small forward, which is a position I don't feel is right for Norman Powell. I believe that Norman Powell should either play the point or the guard, because he has a small frame, and against bigger forwards, he is definitely a liability. The only small guy right now that I could say that can go up against forwards and is not a liability is PJ Tucker. And Norman Powell is not PJ Tucker in no shape or form. He can shoot better than him. He's a better scorer. But right now, what the Knicks really need is a 3-and-D wing. One who can score, but also can defend. Something that we already have right now in Reggie Bullock. Because Reggie Bullock is going to defend, and if he's having a good night, he's going to score in bunches for you. So let me know what you guys think about that. As far as everything else with all of these trade rumors, as far as Andre Drummond, Lonzo Ball, Victor Oladipo, I really don't think that any of those trades are even going to go down, because of the simple fact of the cap situation with those other teams. First of all, I know that we don't want Drummond. Second of all, I know we don't want LaMarcus Aldridge. Third of all, I believe that Houston is asking for too much to get Victor Oladipo. I think that the Knicks would pull that trade if the price for Victor Oladipo was a little bit, shorter than what they're asking for right now. What they're asking for is 1 to 2 first-round picks and 1 to 2 guaranteed young players who could come in and make an impact for the Houston Rockets alongside Christian Woods and the rest of the guys, John Wall, and the rest of the guys who's over there. The thing about that is, if you are the Knicks, you don't want to give up all of your assets to be able to get a player who is injury prone. no matter how good Victor Oladipo is, Victor Oladipo cannot stay healthy. So there would be no possible reason for you to even get Victor Oladipo when it's a guarantee, well, a possibility that Victor Oladipo, if we were to make the playoffs, most likely he will get hurt in the playoffs or before the playoffs. That is not, he's a great player. He is. He is a great player, and I love his style. I love his defense. He's the prototypical 3-and-D player that you really want on your squad, especially in that shooting guard spot. Because if you could slot RJ Barrett in at the small forward and then put Victor Oladipo in as the shooting guard, that would make things wonderful. And I'm an advocate, because I truly believe in my heart that Victor Oladipo would strive with the Knicks. But looking at him in the recent times and his health situation, it just looks like Victor Oladipo is not going to be the Victor Oladipo that we saw on the Indiana Pacers. I don't really even want to talk to this about with you guys, but what do you guys think about DeMar DeRozan, the Crippy? I really don't want, I have no wish, no shape or form do I want DeMar DeRozan. I feel that he's stagnant. I feel that he is stuck in place. He's been in the league for about 10 years, 11 years, around the same time as Kyle Lowry, and has not improved his jump shot. He only constantly takes mid-range shots. He does not go for the three unless they're from the corner, which is something that Tom Thibodeau leans for. But we need you to be able to space the floor each and every way. Do you only see RJ Barrett taking corner threes? Do you only see Julius Randle taking corner threes? Do you only see Reggie Bullock taking corner threes? Do you only see Alex Burks taking corner threes? Do you only see Emmanuel Quickly taking corner threes? No, because we know that if you can space the floor and put shooters on each and every end, this is why when you hear Julius Randle during his press conference, he says, I love my guys because I know what they are going to be. He knows the set points that Tom Thibodeau and Mike Woodson and the crew have put together for the Knicks in order to be able to further them along and benefit themselves off of their three-point shooting. Last night we went 16 for 30, which is awesome. That's above 50%. The Knicks are capable of shooting lights out because why? The Knicks have a starting five of 4 guys who can hit from deep. Save if we left Peyton out. And no Sim, I'm not hating on Peyton. I believe Peyton came in and Peyton is a good defender. I believe that he can drive to the basket and, get a bucket or get a foul, or I wish he would pass it out more. I wish he would look for RJ more. And that's another thing. I can't stand that about Peyton. Why don't you ever look for RJ Barrett? RJ Barrett be wide open and this dude will not pass RJ Barrett the ball. This is one of the biggest problems that I have with Elfrid Payton. But, I'm not going to hold you guys for 50 years, 2 days, and 3 hours. I'm just going to, I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I want you guys to comment up on this video right now. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Knicks need to make a trade for one of the players I mentioned? Do you think they need to go for Aaron Gordon? Do you think they need to go for Evan Fournier? Do you think they need to go for Victor Oladipo? Do you even think that they need to go for DeMar DeRozan? I want you guys to give me your input, and trust and believe more videos are coming, so stay tuned. And even though this is OU and Knicks podcast, if you've been here for the long haul, then you already know what this was before this, and you already know that you are my starting five. Everybody, stay blessed.